So OTAs are about to start. It's currently the last week of May, and surprise, surprise, unfortunately, Joey Bosa is already hurt to start the NFL season. According to Sean McDermott, the Buffalo Bills head coach, Joey pulled his calf and will probably be out until training camp. So, I don't know, man. I know we already expected this, and to a certain extent, it was kind of a low risk for the Buffalo Bills to sign Joey Bosa. They signed him to a 1 year, 12.6 mil contract, but then again, 12 mil guaranteed for only 1 year, and the dude is already hurt. I don't know, man. It's just like a lot of things come to mind when I saw this today. First of all, I know a lot of Buffalo Bills fans will be like, yeah, that's why we only signed him to 1 year, blah, 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 blah. And I get that, and that's definitely good that they didn't sign him to a longer deal. You know, that Von Miller contract that they gave him was crazy, and they got burnt, and I feel like Brandon Beane learned a lot from that contract with Von Miller. So I guess fair play to Buffalo to only giving Joey a 1 year deal, but at the same time, man, your franchise, your team has the MVP of the league. And I just feel like Josh Allen is obviously in his prime right now, and you just can't dilly-dally at this point in his career. And I just feel like banking on Joey Bosa to take your team over the hump against the Kansas City Chiefs, do you really think that's going to happen? I mean, there's a great possibility that he's not even going to be healthy enough when the Buffalo Bills rematch the Kansas City Chiefs in January in 2026. He's probably not even going to be available. So I don't really know what to say, man. And honestly, like, if I'm Sean McDermott and, you know, we're not even in training camp and he already has a pulled calf, honestly, my game plan for Joey Bosa would be to only give him like 10 snaps per game throughout the regular season, because I feel like the goal for Joey Bosa is just be healthy for January. That's the only thing that matters. You know, Brandon Beane essentially, in my opinion, is giving him $12 million guaranteed to just be healthy for January. Here's $12 million to just get 2 sacks, 4 pass rushes against Patrick Mahomes when we rematch them in January in Arrowhead. That's essentially the deal the two sides made. And I'm just hoping Joey can live up to his end of the bargain once it's rematch time against Mahomes. I'm very pessimistic that he will, but you never you never know, I guess. And I brought this up when the Bills got this deal done with Joey. The fact that he's already an extremely fragile player and that he's pretty worn out. You know, playing in Buffalo, especially in December and January, it's not going to help his injuries. It's not going to help his body. You know, being in the cold is very harsh, very stressful for any human that's alive on Earth. And to already have the track record that Joey has, I just don't see it working out. I mean, he couldn't stay healthy in LA, man, and we all know the weather in California. I just don't know how he's going to be physically ready to play, like, hypothetically 2 or 3 cold games come January. I don't know, man. I want the best for Buffalo, but I'm just not a big fan of Brandon Beane making this deal with Joey Bosa. I just don't like it. I just think it's a waste of time, and I just think it's completely delusional to think, yeah, this guy is going to help us beat the Chiefs. He's going to take us over the edge. I know Von Miller is still out there, and I feel like they should definitely bring him back. But, yeah, man, just kind of like a rough look at this point. I know we're only in late May, but still, man, like, just kind of disappointing. Let me know, Bills fans, do you think Joey will be healthy come January when you guys need him the most, or do you agree with me that he probably won't be available, which It's just kind of a waste of $12 million and a kind of just a waste of a prime year of Josh Allen's career. Because that's the thing about Josh Allen, man. I know he's kind of peeling back on a mobile quarterback to a certain extent, but he still takes some pretty big shots from time to time. And I just want to refer to a former NFL MVP in the mid 2010s, Cameron Newton. That dude was Superman out there. Looked like a total beast, looked like a total freak. And then right after his MVP season, like 2 years later, he just flatlined, man, and he was no longer Cam again. I'm just afraid that Josh Allen's prime will be short lived. I'm not saying that will happen, but I'm just saying there is a chance that it will happen. So you really have to take advantage and you really have to be aggressive in your franchise quarterback's prime years because it could all be gone very, very soon. So I just want Bills fans to kind of keep that in mind. And like I said, hopefully the Bills bring back Von Miller because he's still available. And I feel like in certain spots he still was pretty useful in 2024. So I just think that's a no-brainer move to me. Linebacker CJ Mosley is available. I just feel like that would be a good fit as well. You also have Clowney. He's kind of been bouncing around the league a little bit, but I just think get as much help as you can for that defense and for Josh Allen because we've kind of seen a pattern over the last 5 years with the Bills. Like they're close, but I feel like they just need to be ultra aggressive in 2025 and in 2026. I'm kind of upset that Brandon Beane didn't pull a deal for Micah Parsons. I'm not sure what Jerry Jones was asking for. I'm sure it was for a lot. I'm probably certain he wanted a first round draft pick, but like I mentioned, bro, like these are the prime years of Josh Allen. So if you have to sacrifice a first round draft pick for Micah Parsons, I would do it. I would absolutely do it. And I just think it would be a better resource than banking on Joey Bosa. You know what I mean? Also, Jalen Ramsey is still reportedly on the trade block, so maybe look into that move as well. Matthew Judon, I still feel like he has potential, even though he had a pretty poor year in 2024. The point I'm trying to make is I feel like the Bills kind of need to pivot a little bit. I feel like they kind of need to add another guy here. Hopefully, we will see Brandon Beane make a move in June. I know it's only May. I know. But I just don't really want to see the Chiefs in the Super Bowl in 2026. And I hope some other AFC team steps up to the plate and advances. After that last Super Bowl game, just such a terrible performance from Mahomes and Andy Reid and that entire team. I'm done. I don't want to see them in the Super Bowl again. And I would say right now the Bills are probably the likeliest team to surpass the Chiefs this year. I know Josh Allen has never beat Mahomes in a playoff game, but I just want to see someone else in there, because like Joe Burrow and the Bengals, I don't know, they're a question mark. Sure, if Joe Burrow's healthy and if that defense improves, but there's just a lot of question marks there in my opinion. Maybe the Broncos and the Chargers will take another step. You never know. I could definitely see that happening. As far as the Ravens, I'm sorry, man. I don't think Lamar Jackson will ever make a Super Bowl appearance, but that's just me. So I'm crossing my fingers that Brandon Beane will make a move here, add another pass rusher, add another linebacker, just get some help for Josh Allen because I want to see them in the Super Bowl in 2026 potentially. So let me know what you think about Joey Bosa and him being injured already and everything else in between. If you made this far, please subscribe, like the vid, help out your boy a ton. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
First down following the long play. Takes it from the gun. Launches it down the field. Tough catch. Going to take it the distance. The 10, touchdown. The Jets offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Mason's taking the handoff. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.